Right, here we have the focus strategy indicator. Now, what an indicator does, it helps you see at a glance if you have a setup for a particular strategy. Now, if you remember the focus strategy, it requires two inside bars for a setup. Now, when you look at price action, that can be quite difficult to spot. However, the indicator will basically place a yellow arrow underneath the bar that you should that will trigger the entry. So for example, if we just look to the left, you have the setup bar, the first inside bar, and the second inside bar, and the break of the high where triggered in on this bar here, and the diamond basically shows us where we've taken our profit. Now here we have another setup. Again, we have the setup bar, the first inside bar, the second inside bar, and then on the break of the high of the first bar, we are into a winning long trade. Now, this is a fantastic strategy and it's very profitable. Let me just get a chart up to show you the profit factor, because this particular indicator comes with an intelligent back tester, and it's just on the other screen. I'll have to drag it over. Basically what that means is, well, if you take a look at this, the profit factor, it says here the dollars amount a trading strategy made for every dollar it lost. This value is calculated by dividing gross profits by gross losses. Very simply, the profit factor means for every pound that you've invested in this strategy, this is how much you should expect as a return. £11.17. So for every pound you lose, for this particular currency pair, which is the CAD yen, you could expect £11.17 back. So an absolutely phenomenal profit factor figure for this strategy. Okay, now that's not all, basically, because the indicator will just tell you where the setups are occurring. It's up to you to apply what you've learnt in the course and decide whether you're going to take that setup or not. So for example, if there is a setup at the top of a range, for example, you might only put in a long order, a short order, rather than an OCO order. And also, if the indicator points out a setup, but the initial bar is excessively large, again, perhaps that might be a trade to avoid. But even with no discretion whatsoever, if you just simply took every trade that the indicator produced, you would be making some phenomenal returns. I mean, all I can say is I hope you enjoy using the focus strategy indicator as much as we do. Thank you.